Hey guys, welcome to another video. And today I'm going to be ranking the Avatar and Legend of Korra villains on a tier list. Now keep in mind, as the title suggests, I am not ranking these characters as characters, I'm ranking them on a power scale. So these are power rankings of all the Avatar villains. Um, these random names I just came up with. Literally, don't pay attention to them. The point is, weakest, strongest up here. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to start with the weak tier first. We got the Earth Queen at the bottom. Then we got Varric above her. And then above her, Asami's father. Now, Asami's father technically has that machine thing, but I didn't want to give that to him because, first of all, I don't really like the concept of like machinery in the Avatar world, and second of all, wouldn't really know where to place him if I gave him that. My reason for this specific order is, well, I feel like if they were all in a room with a gun, and I was like, all right, only one person can survive, the Earth Queen would probably fake a heart attack and just pass out. Varric would run around the room looking for Judy, and then Asami's dad would actually have the guts to take the gun and thankfully shoot the Earth Queen. Varric, I like Varric, but he would probably die in this situation. So yeah, that's literally my only reason for this order right here. I would not bet my money on the only character in this is May. May is portrayed to be a skilled fighter, and she is. But if you look at the actual show, Avatar The Last Airbender, the only people she actually defeats successfully are random firebending goons. And, I mean, she helps Ty Lee take on Katara, but if you notice, Ty Lee does most of the work. May's still a beast, and if you saw my Avatar: The Last Airbender video, link in the description, you would know that I do like this character a lot, but she's not particularly strong. In skilled, we got Admiral Zhao and Long Feng at the bottom. Admiral Zhao, I think, would beat May most of the time because I would say Admiral Zhao is not a strong firebender, but he is stronger than the average firebending goon that you see in just everywhere, you know? So I think he would beat May, but at the same time, I could definitely see May winning as well. But I think Admiral Zhao would win 60% of the time and May would win 40% of the time. I apologize for the interruption. So yeah, so Long Feng he's the leader of the Dai Li until Azula takes over the Dai Li, which would imply that he's a pretty strong earthbender. We don't see him do much, you know. He's a very good tactician, and I guess he's a decent earthbender, and because of that, I would put him above Admiral Zhao, who is not very smart at all, as we see in the Deserter episode. In the same tier, but I think way stronger than them. Actually, you know what? I might do this, right? This is a change of plan. I'm going to put them all in the same tier. Uh, Initially they were here, but now I realize that these two characters, I think, are on a different level. Ty Lee and Lieutenant. I had a hard time deciding which one was stronger than the other. I'm gonna give it to Lieutenant because, well, we see Ty Lee beat Katara. Katara's a really good waterbender. I'd say one of the best waterbenders we've seen, if not the best, throughout Avatar and Legend of Korra. But she's not really a physical, like, she's not good hand to hand. You know, obviously Ty Lee takes on Suki, who is a very good hand to hand combatant. So I'm not trying to say that Ty Lee is not good hand to hand. I'm just saying, like, if you compare her to Lieutenant, who takes on Korra, who not only is the Avatar but is very good hand to hand, he actually does a very good job. I think, though, a big reason as to why I put him above her is because he has the taser thingy, and that weapon gives him a huge advantage over Ty Lee. I think if he didn't have that, I would put Ty Lee ahead of him. But because he does, I would put Ty Lee um, behind him. And actually, honestly, I'd put Long Feng back up here. I think he would beat Admiral Zhao pretty comfortably. I think these two would be close, but Admiral Zhao would take it. All right, next up we got Strong. We only got 2 people in Strong. We got Zuko, Eska, and Desna. First of all, can I just say, Zuko, this is Book 1 Zuko, not Book 3 Zuko. Book 3 Zuko I would put up here. But this is Book 1 Zuko where he wasn't really that good of a firebender. Yes, he barely beat Admiral Zhao, but I think as Book 1 progressed, he got better. So I think he gets better throughout the show, but even if you look from the beginning of Book 1 to the end of Book 1, I think he becomes a better firebender. So, but Eska and Desna, a lot of people sleep on them. Like, they put in a shift against the Red Lotus. They were always skilled waterbenders. I think they fought Mako. I remember there was one scene where they were chasing Korra, and they displayed a good amount of power. I think they would beat Book 1 Zuko, mainly because Zuko is not fully realized, is not a really fully realized firebender yet. And there's 2 of them, Eska and Desna. So I think Zuko will not be able to cope with both of them. Alright, so next we got the next tier. In this tier, I actually got a lot of villains in it, and it was kind of hard for me to decide the order, but I think this is what I've kind of come up with. So at the bottom, we got Zahir. As a hand-to-hand combatant, I think he's as good as Ty Lee. But, you know, he's also an airbender, and for someone that knows airbending for only like a week or 2, he is very, very good. But again, he lacks so much experience that I can't put him at the top of this tier. I can't put him at the top because I think the other people in this tier would beat him. The next person I would say is Ghazan. Ghazan is a weird one because Ghazan is really strong, and initially I had him in Beast. Actually, I think I had him, but then you see the scene where he's fighting Mako and Bolin, and Mako and Bolin, yeah, they're not particularly bad benders, but like in my opinion, what Korra did well is like with Avatar: The Last Airbender, Aang just so happened to be with one of the best water benders and one of the best earth benders of probably both shows. But Korra, I don't think Mako and Bolin are. I don't think Bolin is one of the best earthbenders. I don't think Mako is one of the best firebenders by any means. They are not weak. I would probably put them in this tier if I was ranking them in this tier list. But they're definitely not like super strong, you know. But he just he pretty much gives up. Like he can't fight them both at the same time, which is why I put Unalaq ahead of him. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people would disagree with that, but I honestly think Unalaq is a little underrated. Like this is even before he merged with Vaatu. Like he was a force to be reckoned with, in my opinion. You know, he was able to hold off both, or he was able to fight off both Mako and Bolin. I mean, yes, a counter argument to what I'm saying is Bolin did not know lava bending at this stage, but I don't know. To me, this is a tough one. I actually do think Unalaq is a very good waterbender, and I think he could. I think he'd beat Zahir. Ghazan. Ghazan's just a weird one, man. I don't know. I think he would probably beat Ghazan, just based on what we've seen. On top of Unalaq, we got Ming Hwa. I think Ming Hwa would beat Unalaq. I think Ming Hwa is one of the best waterbenders in the show, besides Katara and Amon and his brother. You know, I think she is definitely up there. The only reason she's not with them, I would say, is because she doesn't know how to bloodbend. But yeah, I think she would beat any waterbender. Ahead of Ming Hwa, I got Kuviera. I think Ming Hwa and Kuviera would be a great fight, by the way. Kuviera's a fantastic metal bender. She would get slapped up by Toph, don't get me wrong, but she is very strong, very agile. I think she is also she's a prominent physical combatant as well. Ming Hwa obviously not having arms isn't. Um, I don't think Unalaq really is either. Gazan kind of is, and Zahir definitely is. So Zahir and uh, Kuviera, I think both are physically capable, but I think Azula is better than all of them. Now, I would love to see a channel like Antoine Bendele do a versus series or versus video like Azula versus Kuviera, Azula versus Ming Hua. I would like to see that. I think if this was Azula in the comics, I would put her here. But just based on the end, not the end of book 3, like before her mental breakdown, I think she would beat everyone here. But honestly, I can see the opposing side as well. In a beast, we got Ozai. Ozai, as seen in the show and as confirmed by the writers, is the best firebender in Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I would say the best firebender that we've ever seen. The only two people that I think are on his level are Iroh and Jeong. But yeah, I would put him a tier above everyone here. Physically and bending wise, just way stronger. Next up, we got Combustion Man. This Combustion Man, and then above him was Pili. It's kind of hard for me to rank them because we've never really seen them in a one-on-one. The only times we've seen them is they are taking out multiple, or they're going after multiple people, and because of that reasoning is why I put them this high. I mean, obviously, Su Yin defeated Pili, and Sokka defeated Combustion Man. And I think that Sozin would definitely beat. I don't know about Sokka. No, he would definitely beat Sokka, and he would also beat Su Yin. So, there's an argument there that they should actually be a lot lower, but I mean, like, it's hard for me to place them. Like, in my opinion, like, in terms of just power levels, they're super high. And there's a reason why Su Yin couldn't do it alone. Like, she needed her sister's help. So, yeah. In OP, we got the Bloodbenders themselves, the Bloodbending brothers. I think Bloodbending, I've said this before, is overpowered as hell. Like, I don't think the show even realizes how overpowered it is. Like, it's so overpowered that they have to make up new rules as to how to beat them. Like, I still don't understand how, Korra beat Amon. I still don't know how. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how the airbending wasn't blocked. I don't know how she miraculously learned airbending. But I think that was really the only way to beat Amon. Like, Amon was just too sick. Definitely the strongest villain we've seen, other than Vaatu. Honestly, like, I do not like the idea. I hate Vaatu. I hate Rafa. I don't like the idea of a good and evil avatar. But he is the strongest. He can't be bloodbent, and I don't think anyone here could destroy him. So, yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you made it this far, it would mean a lot to the channel and me if you left a like and subscribed. I've been uploading pretty consistently lately, and there's two reasons for that. One, I want to average about an upload per week. Two, I'm not going to be uploading until the end of next week because I have a lot going on this week. But anyways guys, thank you so much, take care, and see y'all later.